What's up, everybody? James Zhang here. Welcome back. I'm going through a series of Q&A on a book that I just came out with called The Miraculous Breakthrough Formula. It is a 7-day challenge, biblically guaranteed to help you get unstuck and achieve the impossible. If you're into more information, grab the links in the bio and all that type of stuff. But as we've launched this, I've been getting a lot of questions. And this book, we just got back from an event out in Florida, and it blew my mind, the reception. I'm so excited for you, Sonia, and thank you for grabbing the book. It's been so thrilling to see what God's doing through this book, honestly, and to God be the glory to everything that's going on with this. But I brought it out to Destin, and I brought in a pre-selected amount, and I really didn't know what to expect. And I'll tell you how it worked. It was a 3-day event. I was actually slotted in to speak on the last day, and I was going to promote the book a little bit on stage. And guess what? On day 2, without any marketing or promotion, really, people just started coming up to the table. People started getting it. End of day 2 out of 3 days, we sold out. And the announcement that I made on day 3 was, hey guys, well, if you wanted a copy, you have to get it from the website. So, but it's been incredible to see. However, as I've been talking about this book and as I've been teaching people through the process, it's a process of fasting, prayer, and Bible study to really get God's presence in your life. Because if you want a miracle in your life, then you're going to want to make sure, and thanks to the compliment, you're going to want to have God's presence in your life, because miracles are out of this nature. God is supernatural. So there's some biblical disciplines that you can apply. Now, with that said, as I've been going through this, I've been seeing some questions. I've been getting some, I've been hearing also amazing feedback as well too. I just had a friend of mine, Shamika, shout out to Shamika. She got the book right away, 7 days in, did the whole fast. First time she's ever done a water only fast. And she said that she had absolute clarity from the Lord. I posted the video up on my social medias as well too. And she said actually she got an unexpected financial miracle deposited literally the day that she told me about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. To God be the glory on that. All right. But if you have any questions, by the way, about the Miraculous Breakthrough Formula, comment them below, whether live or on replay, because I'm going to go through this series of some of the common questions that I've been getting. The first question that I will talk about today is this. People understand prayer. People understand reading the Bible. The one that people are confused about or not as familiar with is this idea of fasting. Fasting is abstaining from typically food, but you can abstain from other things. Some people do a social media fast, and I get it, those are cool. But biblically speaking, water only fast is how those in the Bible typically did a fast. So the question that I've been getting is fasting healthy? Like a water only fast healthy? It's interesting, right? Because I grew up, maybe it's my Asian background, thinking that you always got to eat. You can't be starving. If you skip a meal, that's already like bad. Remember back in the day, there was an old adage of eat 5 meals a day. That's healthy. And now, especially with intermittent fasting, it's very evident that's not the case. In fact, there's studies that show that lesser meals are actually better for you because you spend less time in a digestion mode. If you're not digesting, you're not resting. So the more your digestion can be at rest, the better it is for your body. Go figure, right? So science changes, but God doesn't change. Isn't that interesting? But the topic of a water only fast, that sounds kind of crazy. Is that just a Bible thing, or is it also a health thing? And I love it when science catches up to what God said. And get this, okay? In fact, in one of the chapters of the Miraculous Breakthrough Formula, I go through a really interesting chart that talks about what happens when you actually do a water-only fast. So is fasting healthy? And now I'm talking about water-only fasting. It's not only just healthy, it's actually what some doctors go to as their number one place if there are horrible health issues. I'll give you some examples. Did you know there are some clinics in the world with doctors? This is not a spiritual reason at all. I'm just talking about physical benefits. That if you have cancer, what they do is they actually walk you through a 40-day water-only fast. Isn't that interesting? And they found that when you do that, all types of things happen in your body that actually begins to heal itself. Now, I'm not a doctor. I was trying to be, but I'm not. But go look it up. 40-day water-only fast for medical reasons. The body can actually go without food for around 40 days. Isn't that interesting? Now, Moses fasted for 40 days. Jesus fasted for 40 days. Isn't that interesting? 40 is what the body can actually go without. So it's not just a random number. The book is called The Miraculous Breakthrough Formula, Brown Carmen. You can grab it in my link in the bio or go to miraculousbreakthroughformula.com if you want some more information about it. So let me read through some of this. So I have in the book, this is on page 34. There's a chart on what happens to your body as you do a water-only fast. Let me just label a couple of them. Would you like to burn fat more? Yes. Well, get this. When your body is fasted for 18 hours, at the start of 18 hours, meaning there's no food, there's no calories in the body, your body burns through what's called its glycogen storages. Glycogen is sugar storages. And then it switches your primary fuel source to fat. It's called ketosis, and that's made very popular by the keto diet. But ketosis happens. Imagine you were to go to your fat storages and just had a blowtorch to it and just melt it off. That's essentially what starts to happen when your body goes into ketosis. So if you water only fast for 18 hours, you start kicking your body into that type of a place. You water fast for 10 days, once a month. That's amazing. It's a great, great thing to have. You know what also happens? Get this. Not only do you start burning fat at 18 hours, at 24 hours, here's a powerful health benefit. There is a process called autophagy that happens in your body. Autophagy. Auto means self. Phage means to eat. Okay? So what happens is your body literally sends out cells, I think it's white blood cells in your body, to cleanse out old dead cells. So imagine we just moved to a new place, and our aunt gifted us with this really, really fancy, like automated, those Roombas, those like automated vacuums. This one's like Roomba on crack. It's like this Chinese one. It's got AI in it. It maps out your house. Like, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty cool. But it's an automated vacuum, right? It goes to all the spaces and cleanses out all the junk. What if I were to tell you that your body has a mechanism where it's like it sends out an automated vacuum, so to speak, to go through your body and collect dead cells? It recycles things. It cleanses out your system. It literally goes through your entire body and it just like detoxifies it. How nice would that be? Comment a 1 in the comments if that sounds interesting to you. Autophagy. In fact, autophagy, it actually goes, and many times it goes for cancer cells. Now, we all have cancer cells. Do you know that? We all have cancer cells. Just some are active, some are not, right? Some are benign and some are not. But when your body gets into autophagy, it literally, and I'm glad this is interesting, Sylvia, it literally cleanses your body, and it cleans itself like an automated Chinese vacuum. Yeah. What else happens? I'm answering the question, is water only fasting healthy? It's not only healthy, it's like God designed your body to do some amazing things. Get this. How about this one's interesting. There's many other benefits as well too. I'll just label one more. Did you know that if you water only fast after 72 hours, that's 3 days. Now, some of us are thinking that's crazy. In actuality, after on day 1, day 2, it's not hard because your body's in ketosis and you're burning your fat cells. Your hunger actually goes away. That's interesting. But after 3 days, get this, your body, this tripped me out when I found this out. Your body actually triggers its own stem cells to activate. If you don't know what a stem cell is, stem cells are cells in your body that can become anything. Right now, for our adult bodies, if you lose an eye cell, it reforms only an eye cell. If you lose a skin cell, it can only recreate a skin cell. But if you have a stem cell is like this power cell. A stem cell is able to duplicate and replicate into any cell that's in the body. So if you need more hair, stem cells, for example. If you need more muscle, more stem cells. If you need to heal something, stem cells. Stem cells are if you take a look at the studies on stem cells now, that's why it's such an interesting science. It's basically like being able to kick back your body into its like youth form, because stem cells typically they stop producing after we're like babies. So your body, after 72 hours of water only fasting, trigger and activate its own stem cells to start to activate. Isn't that cool? Who would like to be younger and more vibrant? Put it to you in the comments if you would like to be younger or more vibrant. That'd be awesome. And the final thing that happens after 72 hours of water only fasting is that also your body triggers more immune cells, right? I think we all would, right, Sylvia? It triggers more immune cells. So the question that I get is when they read through this book, they understand the principle of prayer, they understand the principle of Bible study, but when it comes to water only fasting, now not everyone should water only fast. If you have medical conditions, consult a doctor. If you're pregnant, probably not wise. But if you feel called that it makes sense to do a water only fast, then not only is it a very spiritual thing to do, but it's also a very physically beneficial thing to do as well too. It's powerful. And the more you fast, the longer you fast, the more benefits there are as well too. I've now done a 7-day water only fast. I've done a 12-day water only fast. I've seen people do 40-day water only fast, right? Even a 1-day water only, 3-day water only. Like it's like a good thing to even consider to do as a habit, like a monthly habit or weekly habit, to just allow ourselves to be able to cleanse our body. Right. So the answer is fasting healthy. Absolutely. Do your own research on it. It is fascinating how the body coincidentally happens to match what it is that the Bible says about fasting. Because I don't know about you, when I first read about fasting in the Bible, I thought that was just like an Old Testament thing or like a, early church thing, or like that's like some spiritual weird thing. But in actuality, the Bible had it right the entire time. The body can survive for 40 days without food. And not only can it survive, it can thrive and actually cleanse itself in some incredible things that happen biochemically within your body. So if that sounds interesting, you want to find out more information about this, I did just launch this book. You can find in my link in the bio, The Miraculous Breakthrough Formula. It talks about a 7-day challenge to help you to really be able to experience God in your life in a more powerful way, to experience miracles and breakthroughs and everything. Changed my life. And it's changed so many other lives as well too. I'm getting story after story after story now, and it's exciting to see it in the hands. But take a look at it on the Miraculous Breakthrough. It's called miraculousbreakthroughformula.com. You can go to the links in the caption as well too. And if you do grab it, I'd love to hear your story. Let me know. I'd love to hear your experience and everything. But stay tuned. If you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube as well, be sure to do that. I'm going to be going over more Q&A because I want to make sure that you can succeed in this. But other than that, I hope this blessed you, and we'll see you on the next conversations. All right, talk soon.